Hi folks. Yesterday I bought this 450 SLC Mercedes and it is in need of a bit of repair work. It's currently unregistered and so I've got to make it roadworthy to get it back on the road. And I thought we'll make a little show of the process of restoring this little Mercedes. When I picked it up yesterday and drove it, because they got the engine idling so high that I kept doing wheelies on every takeoff, and it was very hard to try and keep it under control. Also, the front end is so loose you feel like a wheel's going to drop off. So this is a challenge, and later the car will be up on stands and we'll check it out all over, underneath, drive shaft and everything. So we'll carry on with exploring the 450 SLC. As you can see, the bodywork looks reasonably neat, pretty straight. Has the original hubcaps, which is quite pleasant to have a car that's still got the original hubcaps. As you can see, there's no rego plate because it's got to be roadworthy. The back seat is all ripped up, so we'll probably just get seat covers for that. And the back dashboard needs recovering, minor detail. The rear louvers need to be taken out and repainted. The paint is flaking off, but it's I have to figure that one out because it's wedged between two pieces of glass. Inside the car, not too bad at the front. Some of the knobs need refixing. Unfortunately, the dashboard has a crack and we can't get the... I'll go in and have a look at the dash. There's a bit of a crack there and that. You can't get these dashboards anymore apparently, so we'll just have to put a dashboard mat over it. It's got an old radio, actually works. Everything is working, by the way, except the cigarette lighter. Every car, I'm a smoker, every car I get, look, cigarette lighter's gone. The same, every car, either they've pulled them out or because I don't smoke, but I'm a smoker, so I don't know how I'm going to get another cigarette lighter for the car. It's important to me. In the rear, we have no floor mats. Quite amazing. No floor mats in the rear. I don't know where they went, but we might have to get a bit of carpet, cut it up. What I'm going to do now is jack the front of the car up and check out what's loose. Tie rod ends and ball joints, no doubt, on the front of the car. Later on, like I said, we'll have it up on stands and all the wheels will be off. We can check all the brakes and check under the car. Well, interesting enough, after checking out the, you jack it up and you pull on the wheels and you get in there and have a look at the ball joints and top and lower joints. Everything seems fine, except on this side I think the wheel bearing needs to be changed, and on the other side it seems not so bad at all. And when I was looking there, I could see they had replaced different components here and their strut ends and ball joints and things, so the car has been maintained a bit. Anyway, we'll carry on. The car's going to go up on the stands and we'll carry on with the inspection. Okay, the car is up on stands and I've checked the brakes, and the discs is like new, the brake pads are new, and even the torsion bar here is new, the connection that holds it down. New ball joints down here on the steering and the tie rod ends. Everything's quite tight and neat. The only problem was that the wheel bearing here was on this left hand side was a bit loose, and all you do is knock the cover off, I thought the bearing rollers and everything would be out, but when I took the bearing out, just under the cover here, there's a little locking screw under the clamp. Unscrew it and the bearing will slide out. And the rollers were good, the bearing rolled perfectly, and all I had to do was wash it, repack it and put it back on again. Amazing. So while I was at it, I checked out the other side and did the same thing. So no play anymore in the front end. I've just done a quick inspection underneath the car, and amazingly no rust, which is, I thought I'd be cutting out panels and re-welding. And the same with the back. The rear discs are in very good condition. The pads are half worn. I might get a set anyway, just for the hell of it. I don't feel like coming back in a hurry. I checked out the suspension at the rear, everything seems fine. The other thing you do, and I'll get under the car and show you, is check your couplings for your drive shaft. This is the coupling at the transmission end of the car, and you check the coupling for tears in the rubber or any stretching, and we used to call them donuts. I don't know if they still call them a donut, but you just check it, make sure that it's I can't even get my hands around there too well, but just make sure everything's not torn, ripped or out of proportion, like gone oval shaped or anything. And the same with the back one, which I'll show you now. This is the rear donut here on your differential end of the car. Just make sure, same thing, no rips, tears or anything untoward like that. Later on I'll check the diff oil level. Probably won't bother changing it because the car seems to have been serviced regularly. That's the hole plug where you put the oil in, and the drain plug's over here down the bottom. Now all you do is take that plug out, put your finger in there and just see if the oil's there. It should be just below the hole. If not, just get a syringe and put some differential oil in it. As this car is going to be have to have what they call a blue certificate here, which means it's going to be inspected all over big time, I'm going to gurney the bottom of the car, make it look better than what it is, and degrease the engine and all that stuff. And then after I finish that, I'll put the car back on the ground. Well, the car might be clean, but the garage is certainly dirty, so now I've got to clean this mess up, otherwise the wife will kill me. I don't work on this car every day, you know. I mean, I only work on this car for a couple of hours a day, and today I'm cleaning out the boot and scraped off the rust and everything there, and I'm going to put bitumen paint in. I removed the back window ledge bit of board and we'll reline that with some other sort of material. To do that I had to pull the seats out. I'm waiting on delivery of a service manual, mainly because I want the electrical wiring diagrams and the diagram for the vacuum lines. This is the passenger seat out of the front of the car, and under the seat it's got vacuum lines here which go to pistons, one up there and one down there. When you start the engine, it locks the seat in position. It can fold down with the engine off for the passengers to get in and everything, but once you start the car, the vacuum locks the seat in position through a lock up here. See that lock there? and this one wasn't, because the vacuum hose isn't connected. I haven't got around to this yet, but while I'm here, I'll make sure that the vacuum hoses are connected. Well, here we are back in the car, another day, day 4 actually. What I learnt yesterday was that this switch here for the fan, even though it turns off, the fan keeps going on low. And I don't know how I'm going to get another switch for that. I looked at Pelican and things, and they haven't got one. The other thing was that the central locking doesn't work, the seats lock don't work, so I'll have to check out the vacuum system. Also, another thing I learnt, and here's all the rubbish in the back of the car, by the way, just storing there, the window motor or winder on the passenger side rear there doesn't work. I can hear the motor going, so that's another little job. So it's all mounting up gradually.
And that's about the end of part 1 of this mammoth task. I'll try and keep them pretty short, otherwise everyone will get bored stiff. Till the next time, see you on.